Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm going to show you how to do the duplicate zigzag stitch. I'm going to show you how to load this tool first. This is just an empty pen, and then I'm going to show you a slip knot, and then we're going to begin. So if you want to fast forward, if you know all that, please do so now. So let's get started in just a moment. So grabbing a piece of wire, could be floral wire, could be anything if you wish, then just put the yarn onto the wire where it folds, and then taking the other two pieces, the two sides, and just put them through and pull it through. It's easier than just trying to push that through that. Okay, so there you go. This is good to go. This is using Caron sprinkle cakes, by the way, and it's a chunky weight yarn, so you can double strand if you have to, if the thickness is not big enough for you. So let's begin to do this stitch. Now remember, with these flat looms you can go as big as you want to go, so there's much longer versions, but this particular one is just a shorter one for demonstration purposes. I would like you to start off with the slip knot, so I'm going to pretend that you don't know how to do a slip knot. So you're just going to take the yarn and take your pointer finger and wrap the yarn twice. Okay, so yarn, wrap twice. So point and wrap twice. Noticing that this is already on, it has to be on before you do this. You're going to take the back one that's on the back of your hand and jump it over the forward, so it's a game of leapfrog, and then you're going to take this new back one, and this frog is so excited when he jumps over the other one, then he jumps right over the top of the finger, and that is your slip knot that you're going to start with. So wrap in your finger twice, play the game of leapfrog. The back one jumps over the first one, and then the new one that's at the back is so excited he jumps over and goes right up over top of the finger. And therefore that is your slip knot, and that's the one I want you to put right here. So put that on there and secure it by just pulling it a little bit snug. Don't pull it too tight, and tuck the straggler so that it's inside the loom like that. You can use the whole loom or just a portion of it. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to create this. Now this is different from the zigzag, and the difference of the zigzag is that when you did it, it was going in the opposite direction each time you pass across. This time it's going to go in the same direction each and every time. So starting in the very first one, you're just going to come around the outside, and you're just going to trace in a zigzag formation going all the way down, or as long as you want to go, and you're going to do this. So we are casting on, so we have to do this twice, but we have to watch the very first and last stitch of this particular concept in order to make it work. Now when you get all the way to the other side here, you are going to circle around and then trace back exactly the way what you see. So coming on the outside and trace back right up over top of the existing one that's already there. And I want to show you something in just a moment. So coming all the way back. In order to get this configuration, you're going to notice something is missing. So what you're going to notice when you come all the way back is that you're going to come out to the outside here, so that it traces it. So this one right here doesn't have an extra one on there because you had to trace it back. So you're not going to knit anything with that because there's nothing to knit. So you'll catch that next time. So knit the last one that you just wrapped. So just pull it down and over top, and then you can safely let that go. I find it's easier to do the yarn so that it's coming towards me, so continuing to take the bottom one up over the top. And when I say bottom, this is the actual tool that's considered the bottom. I just have it tilted up, and you're just going to take the bottom and place it over the top all the way down. You're going to notice this stitch is actually pretty loose. And you're going all the way over to the other side. Once you have this one done, the last one, there's nothing to knit there, so you don't have to do anything with that, and just start with the next one, and then there's no tension left, so just take those bottoms and throw them up over top as you come all the way back. Now that everything's been knit, just use your thumb, push down, and the work is coming out the bottom. So now you're going to trace exactly what you see there. So the difference is, instead of going down and back, you're only going down and then knitting, and then wrapping and then coming back. So you're only going in one direction each and every time. So just starting in the very first one, just coming down, and look at the stitch work. Do you see the original lines? Just follow those all the way, so you know this one has not been wrapped at all. It'll get caught next time. Okay, so you're coming around and then around, and then this is where you will stop. And now this one was ignored last time, so this will be the first one that you will knit with it because it's the last one wrapped. So you're now catching it this time. So now you can safely let that go, tilt it, and do all the tops coming up over top if you wish. If you wish to do the other side, it's up to you. If you wish to bounce back and forth across, I just think that's extra effort, so you might as well just go across all at one time. Once you have that done, just turn it and then do all the rest. And I'll show you going back in one direction, the other direction, just to verify that you know what you're doing. Okay, once you have everything knit, thumb it. It's coming out the bottom, just like you see there. And then you're going to wrap again. So following the exact same path that you see. So the first one never gets anything. So you'll catch that next time, and you're going to zigzag your way back. So it's called the duplicate because both strands are exactly in the same position. And then coming around the last one, so you're going to catch that one this time. So that's the last one, so you want to knit that first, let it go, and then you can just safely do all the rest. So this is how you do the duplicate zigzag stitch. It's really kind of neat, and it's something different, and you can add this to your collection of stitches that you would want to know, and everything is growing out the back.